How's it going? My name is Buried, and today we'll be going over the first part of a multi-part series covering everything you, the player, should know about the US Tournament Policy document. This episode will cover a brief introduction and move to discuss the Preparing to Play section. Resources can be found in the description below to obtain your own copy of the information present. The Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournament Policy document explains what is required of all participants, including duelists, spectators, the media, and all tournament officials. For the sake of the series, we will be focusing on duelists and spectators, as this should pertain to the majority of viewers. I will be covering judging in separate videos sometime in the near future. Everyone who attends a sanctioned event is expected to read, understand, and follow all policy present in the document. This is important as understanding policy documents was only encouraged in the past but is now enforced. The knowledge required will be taught to you in the series in addition to my own input. As previously mentioned, I will be going over the first section, Preparing to Play. This section covers all participation rules present within a tournament. Without further ado, let's dive into the information. Bullet A, Duelists. To participate in most sanctioned tournaments, you need a KCGN ID. Note that in the case of an invitational, age-restricted, or national events, you will still need to meet the requirements set by those events. These cards can be obtained from official tournament stores or applied for online. I'll be leaving links to a store locator and the KCGN online sign-up in the description. For players returning to the game, this card may be confused with the previous used card, the KCGN ID. Konami has made efforts to move to a new system, moving player information with them. Your old ID will still work for all sanctioned events. Even if you have an ID, you must also be in good standing with Konami, bringing us to our next topic. Bullet B, Ineligible Duelists. Persons that have been previously suspended from organized play may not participate in the tournament in any form and are banned from venues. If you find yourself suspended, you may apply to be reinstated by emailing Konami. They must respond and reinstate you before you can play again, even if your suspension has expired. If you work for Konami, its subsidiaries, or partner companies, make sure you read this section to find out more information about restrictions you may be facing. Because this only applies to a minority of duelists, I won't be covering it here. Bullet C, Head Judge. The head judge oversees the tournament and judge staff. There is only one head judge per event, and in the case of there only being one judge present, that judge becomes the head judge for the event. The exception to this rule is if there are assistant head judges, which is common at Tier 3 events. The head judge has the ultimate say in rulings or policy appeals. Their decisions cannot be overturned by anyone. The head judge also has the ability to disqualify duelists from an event, which no other tournament official has. Know, however, that they do not have the ability to suspend you from organized play. That is entirely up to Konami. Make sure you are paying attention during the event, as the head judge should introduce themselves as the event begins. Bullet D, Floor Judge. Floor judges walk the tournament floor to answer rulings and policy questions, complete deck checks, and handle pairing sheets and match result slips. You can recognize any judge by their attire, as they should be wearing judge program shirts. The only rulings that a judge can answer are questions related to game mechanics, effect activation legalities, and card text. Do not ask for advice, to reveal private knowledge, or discuss cards that aren't currently being used. The next three bullets are pretty short, as most of the information present in the document serves to help the roles discussed perform their jobs. Bullet E, Tournament Organizer. A tournament organizer is responsible for arranging and running events. Bullet F, Event Manager. A tournament organizer may choose to elect an event manager to oversee an event when they are not present. This manager also assists with the overall management of an event. Bullet G, Scorekeeper. A scorekeeper creates pairings and provides tournament information to players. Bullet H, Spectators. Spectating an event is only a privilege and should be treated as such. You must remain neutral and non-disruptive if spectating, not talking to either player. If you notice a violation of rules or policy, you are required to alert a tournament official. Understand that if your presence becomes disruptive or you are blocking a necessary walkway, you will be asked to move and you must comply. The final bullet of this section is Bullet I, the media. This bullet discusses the responsibilities of the media if they want to cover a sanctioned event. Remember, YouTubers are considered media and must abide by these rules. If you feel that these rules will affect you, please take the time to read this section before attempting to cover an event. The next episode will cover duelist responsibilities. It should be uploaded within the next week, hopefully before the weekend. I'm very new to the YouTube scene. This is actually my first video. I have been a member of the Yu-Gi-Oh community for about 15 years now and have recently become a Konami sanctioned judge. The main purpose of my channel is to help bridge duelists into a more competitive mindset. I want to cover policy and rulings, but also go over deck building and strategy. There's a lot this game has to offer, and I want to bring you quality content that will greatly benefit you. Don't worry though, I still plan to showcase interesting deck profiles and have more relaxed videos focusing on various topics. If you guys have any ideas of what I should cover, please drop a comment. I'd love to interact with you. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider liking the video and subscribing. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.